It's so easy to draw conclusions from very beautiful infographics where the numbers are clearly written that this many people are unemployed, this many people are working completely fine, and so on. Put up by Deutschland.de. This is an infographic and they try their best to represent the study that the University of Mannheim conducted regarding the entire coronavirus situation, and they've also mentioned the source and everything there. So they're saying 53% people still work regularly on site, 27% in home offices, 9% are on paid leave, 5% work short time. So this Kurzarbeit that the German government has been putting up. Then 5% are on unpaid leave and 1% are unemployed. But again, before you take a look at these numbers, you have to see how the data sample has been taken and how many people have been surveyed and so on. So in no shape or form this study is a representative of how the entire situation in Germany is. And the researchers in the study also wrote that line very clearly, but of course when we are making these kind of infographics, then you cannot really write such long things. But this is again a very important aspect of the study. If you would look at the overall unemployment scenario, that would lie somewhere around 3%, but according to this study it's 1.3%. So that is already the first thing that you have to compare. But of course the University of Mannheim, they tried their best to present how this entire thing is affecting the employment scenario, and also Deutschland.de. So no hard feelings whatsoever. Everybody's trying to just generate awareness about the situation, but before we just take these numbers for as they are, we have to really look behind the scenarios, right? So if I will take you now to my whiteboard, I compiled some few important data that you might be interested in. So first of all, these numbers that you were seeing, these numbers are based on a study where only on an average 500 people were surveyed every single day for 1 month. So around 15,000 people. This is why we look at these infographics. This is why we kind of want to get an idea is coming to Germany a good idea right now or not? But to do that, you have to take a look at the other side of the story too, because right now you are only taking a look at the stories of the employees. You also have to take a look at the story of the employers. And that is a very important aspect when you are planning something for your future. In the short term, let's say in the next few months, in the year, but only together. After taking a look at both of them, you should be making your plans. And that is what I encourage to do for the students who are enrolled in my big academy, but also for you guys who are just watching these videos and want to get some idea of how you should proceed too. If you will take a look at the Beschäftigungsbarometer, it is practically the employment index which kind of sees how much are the companies willing to hire new people in the upcoming months and so on. And it is conducted by IFO Institute, and it has been conducted every single year since January 2002. Now, if you will read the stats on IFO Institute's website for March 2020, you're going to see an entirely different kind of scenario. So first of all, you have to understand how this employment index is made. The employment index by IFO Institute is based on around 9,500 different kind of companies, which are in Germany in different sectors. So the four main sectors are, of course, the refining process, then you have trade, then you have the construction industry, and then you have the service sector. So the companies from these four sectors are asked for their feedback, are they looking forward to hire some new employees and so on. They're writing that Neueinstellungen werden gestoppt. So they are saying any kind of new recruitments that were happening are going to be stopped, at least in the shorter term. Now, the important thing to remember is that not all the four sectors have been affected in the same way. So all of my fellow civil engineering brothers out there, things are still going normal. The employment index has dropped in the sector, but it is still not negative. In the service sector too, so anybody in business administration or consulting or these kind of things are still going fine, but just the manufacturing and refining and the trade sector, these things are hit a bit hard. And if you look at the chart, of course the employment index is falling for now. It was doing well in 2018 and 19, even starting off 2020 was great, but things kind of plummeted afterwards. Important thing to remember is there is no one answer fit all question scenario here. And this is the reason why I've made these different kind of columns where we're going to discuss what kind of effect it has. First thing to remember, yes, unemployment numbers are low. The studies are showing that, and also the German government is trying their best to keep them low. But on the other side, you have the companies which are not really willing to hire more people because they are not sure of the business. The businesses have taken losses until the time things go back to normal. Of course, they're going to try to reduce the overhead costs. So anybody who is getting hired right now, know that you're really lucky, because most of the companies are trying to look at the other way because they themselves don't have any kind of money to like hire new people. So when we have taken a look at both of these scenarios, now we are going to go one by one. So what does it mean for the incoming students? So the students who are coming in this intake, let's say the summer semester 2020 or the winter intake, or even the upcoming intakes, for them this is not a big problem, because till the time all of these things are taken care of, things are going to go back to normal. Even the swine flu went on almost for like 2 years, but 2 years is the duration of your masters, and if you're coming for bachelor's, it's again like 3 years or more. So that's a very important thing to understand. So like anybody who was trying to come to Germany as a student right now, to them like this doesn't affect anything, right? Like you should still be coming, you should be making use of these opportunities where like other people are applying less because of the fear of leaving their home country or home city, and you should be using those opportunities and like just getting admission in an easier way. But of course the story is a bit different for the students who are already enrolled in the German universities here, or who were coming for job seeker visa. For the students who are already enrolled, another important thing to remember is you still have 18 months of job searching visa after your studies is done, right? So most probably till that time things are going to just go back to normal, or like people are going to start doing business, customers are going to start buying, businesses are going to start hiring. So this cycle might continue again, but of course you have to prepare for it a lot better than you were preparing previously, right? I mean, previously, like you don't need any kind of training most of the times to like kind of find a job and like find good job and decent jobs. But I think the situation is going to change for now. So like it is really important that you prepare yourself for it. Now, so like no matter who it is, no matter if it's businesses, employees, students, you have to be preparing, you have to be adapting yourself to this scenario. For the students who are already enrolled, I would highly advise you not to rely only on job portals, because of course they're a really nice way to start looking at the jobs, but they shouldn't be the sole focus of your entire job search, because most of the people, 99% of the people are again only like focused on that. And this is the reason they say send application to 500 different companies, I did not get a response and things like that. But this can be done very differently, and this is going to be my focus for the new course that I'm creating, a complete course for finding jobs in Germany. And this is going to be a very exhaustive course where we are going to go into more details about Initiativbewerbung and how exactly do you approach the companies, about the cover letter and so on. But job portals are not going to be, let's say like job portals might be 15% or 10% the focus of the entire course, because that is not the only way how you find jobs. There are like a lot smarter and a lot creative ways to find jobs, and that is what I'm going to train the students for who will be enrolling in my course. You can join the waiting list by going in the description and signing up in the form. When you sign up in the form, you also get a free CV template with which you can at least already start preparing your CV, because like it also shouldn't be made in just one day. The third category that we have is the job seekers, the people who are coming on job seeker visa. I would highly say like maybe this is not the right time to come for the job seekers visa. There could be a better way of doing this, and that is going to be to try to apply for jobs from India itself. That is again something I'm going to cover in the course. And then afterwards, in a few months, you come here for the job seekers visa, and then you have like different kind of interviews with company. The worst thing that you could be doing right now is like just applying for the job seekers visa and like just thinking, all right, I'm going to go to Germany and then I'm going to start finding jobs. That's just the wrong approach, right? Like you always have to be doing these things at least like 3 to 6 months in advance. And this is the same advice for the students who are already enrolled. If you're in your last semester, you're already like running out of time. Like you have to be actively looking for jobs. And the students who are in their penultimate semester, like for them, of course, this is the best time. Like this is the time you start looking for jobs. This is the time you start searching for job portals. First of all, the general job portals, indeed.de, monster.de, then you have stepstones.de, and then afterwards you start like coming to the very specific job portals in your specific fields. LinkedIn is fine, yes, you can use it. Xing is fine, yes, but again, like don't rely on those things alone, because like then you will get burnt, and then yeah, it's not a nice experience, because then you would have wasted a lot of time, right? Get more creative, try to like see what kind of like other people who are in your network who are already working, if they're having any kind of vacancies in their companies and so on. Like talk to the alumni, like they generally help out. Even talk to the professors, like they're also very willing to help you out, right? But if you want to like go into detail with that and you want to enroll in my online course on Big Academy, the complete course for finding jobs in Germany, you can join the waiting list, and once this complete and up for enrollment, I will send you the emails. My timeline for the completion of this course is going to be in the next 1 month at the latest, because I want you to be able to use this course before the summer semester ends. So that is going to be around 31st October. But you will need these months to prepare for things, to start finding jobs, to start finding companies, to start getting in touch with people. And of course, we are going to discuss all of that in that course too. So bottom line, is coming to Germany right now a good idea? Well, for incoming students, it is a good idea. The students who are already enrolled, for them, of course, they cannot do anything right now. But for the people who are coming for job seekers visa, I would highly say right now is not the best time. Right now you should be continuing your jobs, and maybe towards the end of the year when things go back to normal and companies are looking for employees again, that would be a better time to come for a job seeker visa with you having done the preparation already in advance. Right, so that's it. Thanks a lot for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.